Getting some jams now. Pointer Sisters, a Lost 45 by the Pointer Sisters. Pretty much forgotten about this record. Goldmine at number 31 on my fantasy playlist. Played the video on YouTube to refresh my memory. I'll link this song to the video, as I always do. Goldmine by the Pointer Sisters. Up one from 32, though, on my fantasy playlist. November 29th, 1986. This song did not do as well as some of their previous singles. The Pointer Sisters, one of their biggest hits was Fire in 1978. I remember their first hit. There was Fairy Tale, too, in 1974, 1975. They had one song that crossed over on the country charts, and I believe that was Fairy Tale. The first record that I remember by the Pointer Sisters was late. I'm thinking back to August, September 1973 when they came out with Yes We Can. But the 80s, they just blew up. The album that started, I believe, was called Black and White. I wrote it down. It featured the single Slow Hand and He's So Shy, and all these hit records. Gosh, they just blew up. Just again, mass appeal. Two words. Got to remember, they were mass appeal artists. Automatic was a big hit for them in 1984. I'm So Excited, Jump in the summer of 1984. Dare Me in 1985. And ooh, man, they came out. God. My goodness, they were so sexy in their own way. They came out with us, well, at the time, a salacious record, tamed by today's comparisons, but they came out with a record called Baby Come and Get It. And today, it's nothing today, but, back in the 60s, a record like that would have been banned, even in the early 70s. But in the 80s, things were just loosening up considerably. But that was a good club dance record by Pointer Sisters, Baby Come and Get It. Didn't make top 40 for them, though. But Neutron Dance, another big hit for the Pointer Sisters, another high energy dance record by the Pointer Sisters. Again, this is the thing. You don't see it too much these days, or maybe not quite as much. But in the 80s, you had these artists that were just, they said, we're not just going to appeal to this group. We're going to bring everybody into our tent. Whether it's a 33-year-old mechanic, a 13-year-old, schoolgirl or whatever. I mean, they from whether they're black or white or Asian, it doesn't matter. And the Pointer Sisters were that. They were mass appeal, like Lionel Richie, like Billy Ocean, who I played earlier in the countdown. Massive, well, they were mass appeal. It's a rainbow coalition. Basically, they did it. Pointer Sisters from Oakland, California. All these records that I mentioned to you, the ones that came out in the 80s, produced by Richard Perry. Richard Perry, a legendary producer who worked with Harry Nilsson. He also produced the album Ringo back in 1973. Ringo stars some of his biggest hits from that album, You're 16, Photograph, and of course I love that song he did, Oh My, back in 1974, all produced by Richard Perry. But this record right here, Goldmine, you see a reversal in the Pointer Sisters' fortunes. Did not do nearly as well. Only got as high as number 33 on Billboard's Hot 100, Goldmine. The album was called Hot Together. It was produced by Richard Perry, the ninth album that was produced by Richard Perry for the Pointer Sisters. And the title, the album title, the title track was incorporated into the soundtrack of Spaceballs. Spaceballs, Mel Brooks movie. Oh my goodness, I remember watching Spaceballs at the Tide Theater back in 1987. I couldn't stop laughing. I laughed all the way through the movie. I'm laughing now. What am I laughing at? I can't remember all the scenes in that movie. Oh boy, it's getting silly time. 2:42 in the morning here in Tuscaloosa. Number 33, number 31 rather, Pointer Sisters with Goldmine.